Hi, I'm Maya, and here is Max with me. Today we'll talk about something truly gentle and personal.
Yes, we're diving into something cozy. How a quiet, slow Saturday can become a lesson in English.
Have you ever had one of those days where everything just feels slow and your thoughts are soft?
I think those days are important. They help us breathe, reflect, and listen to the language around us.
Welcome to the English Leap podcast from Speak English with Klaus. It's your space to learn gently.
And this weekend, it's just you, Maya, and me. No pressure, no fast grammar drills, just peaceful talk.
So, how are you feeling today? Maybe you're tired, maybe you're just lying down. That's okay.
Because we're not here to rush. We're here to speak slowly to help English become soft in your ears.
Learning English doesn't always need speed. Sometimes the slowest words are the ones we truly remember.
That's true. And if you're someone who feels stuck or tired, this moment right now is for you.
Stay with us because this small story, this little Saturday story, might be the reset your heart needs. This morning I didn't want to wake up. I usually rise early, but today I stayed in bed until 9.
I know that feeling. When the bed is warm and your body just says, no, not yet.
I wasn't even sleeping. I was just lying there, staring at the ceiling, hearing the silence.
That silence can be comforting. It's like the world says, you don't need to move yet.
But there was one problem. My wisdom tooth, that annoying pain at the back of my mouth.
Oh, I remember mine. That sharp ache that's not too strong but ruins your peace, right?
Exactly. So I got up slowly, stood in the bathroom, and everything still felt foggy.
Foggy, that's a nice word. It means unclear, like when the air outside hides everything.
Yes, my thoughts were slow, like I hadn't started the day yet. You ever feel that way?
Many times. That's when I let my day begin with something soft, like warm water or tea.
I brushed my teeth very gently because of the pain, then washed my face with cold water.
Cold water helps. It's like it tells your brain, hey, wake up, let's start again.
I didn't shower yet. I often wait if I have a dentist visit. Just put on cozy clothes.
Cozy clothes make a big difference. It's like your body says, thank you for being kind to me.
I went to the kitchen. First thing, tea. Always tea. Ginger tea is my favorite on slow days.
Ginger tea, that warmth that spreads through your chest, like your own gentle fire.
As I waited, I stood by the window. The tea was steeping. That means it was sitting in hot water.
Steep is a lovely word. Say it with us and steep. It means to let something soak and release.
So the tea steeped, and I just watched the world. A cat on a wall, two birds flying slowly.
What a scene! No noise, just movement. It's like the outside world was also taking a breath.
I couldn't eat anything crunchy, of course. My tooth said, soft food only. So I made warm oatmeal.
Oatmeal is great. Just oats, milk, honey. It hugs your stomach like a blanket.
I added banana slices on top, soft and sweet. Nothing fancy, just warm, quiet food.
And I'm guessing no phone, right? Just you, your tea, your thoughts, and that soft breakfast.
Exactly. That's when I realized this moment could teach English. Not big grammar, just real life.
Real life is where the language lives. In brushing teeth, in sipping tea, in saying the word steep. So after breakfast, Maya, you just sat there, right? No rush, no noise, just quiet time?
Yes, Max. I rinsed my bowl, made more tea, and sat again. I had time. That felt rare.
Isn't that a beautiful feeling? When your body knows you don't need to hurry, you can just be.
My dentist appointment was at 11:30 and the clinic is close, maybe a 15-minute walk.
That's good. Having enough time before an appointment always helps calm the nerves, right?
Around 11 o'clock, I tied my hair up, wore my hoodie and jeans, and stepped out. Nothing fancy.
And the weather? Please tell me it was soft and kind, the kind of day that loves you.
Yes, not cold, not hot. Just that perfect, neutral feeling where even the breeze feels like a hug.
I love those days. They don't ask for anything. They just let you walk and feel safe.
On the way, I passed a little grocery shop. That's where I usually buy fruits and vegetables.
Vegetables, and let's pause here. That word can sound tricky, but we say it fast. Vegetables. Try it.
Let's say it again together. Slowly now. Vegetables. One more time. Vegetables. Beautiful.
Perfect. That's how we really say it in natural English. Not every word needs every syllable.
So I waved to the shopkeeper. He always gives me the ripest bananas. We didn't speak, just smiled.
That's connection. Language is not always talking. Sometimes it's just kindness through a wave or smile.
The street was calm. A dog barked in the distance. A breeze passed slowly through the trees.
I can feel that in my mind. It's like we're walking with you, quiet, present.
I reached the clinic early. I sat outside for a bit, just looking at the tiny garden.
That's nice. Sometimes being early isn't about waiting, it's about settling your thoughts before you enter.
But I did feel that nervous energy in my stomach. You know, before going into a dentist's room,
Of course, that small fear, not strong fear, just discomfort. Like your brain says, brace yourself.
I took a deep breath, stood up, and walked inside. The waiting room was very quiet.
I know those rooms. Plastic chairs, old magazines, and that soft, buzzing sound that no one notices.
Yes, I wasn't reading. I was just existing, sitting, waiting, breathing.
That's when thoughts come, right? Not big thoughts, just little feelings moving like clouds.
Then the nurse called my name. I stood slowly, smiled a little, and walked in with a deep breath.
You were brave. Even if it's just a checkup, showing up is a form of courage.
The dentist smiled and asked, "Still hurting?" I nodded and said, "Lower right side."
And then the moment of truth. They check the tooth. Tap here, tap there. Ask if it hurts.
It did. Not badly, just enough to make my face twitch a little. He said, "It's pushing through."
That means it's growing, but not in a dangerous way, right? Just uncomfortable for now.
Exactly. He said, "Nothing serious, just a little inflammation." That word stuck in my mind. Inflammation.
Let's pause here. Inflammation means swelling, like when your skin gets red or your gums hurt.
Say it with me. In, flam, map, tune. One more time. Inflammation. It sounds long but feels soft, right?
Great job. So, Maya, no surgery, right? Just soft food and warm salt water?
Yes. I felt so relieved. It wasn't perfect news, but it wasn't scary. It was manageable.
That's such a big lesson. Sometimes in life, we don't get perfect, but we get manageable, and that's enough.
After paying at the desk, I stepped outside, and suddenly the sun felt a little warmer.
That's beautiful. Like the world was saying, you did it. Now enjoy this soft reward.
I didn't rush home. I walked slowly. My steps were light, like my thoughts had become softer too.
Isn't it amazing how emotions live in our body? Relief can make our whole walk feel different.
I passed the park and stopped by a bench, just to sit, to breathe, to be still.
I love park benches. They're like pause buttons in our busy lives. Anyone can use them.
There were two kids running. They had paper airplanes and big smiles. That kind of joy is loud.
And real. You don't need perfect grammar to feel that happiness. It's the language of laughter.
A woman nearby sat in the grass. She was talking to her dog like it was a little baby.
That's such a real scene. And see, English isn't only serious, it's soft, funny, and full of heart.
I just watched quietly, sipped some water from my bottle, let the moment wrap around me.
Wrap around me. That's a lovely phrase. It means something covers you gently, like a soft blanket.
I use that phrase when something makes me feel safe. Can you think of a moment like that?
Yes, like when I'm sitting in silence after a long week, just me and a warm drink.
When I got home, I took a shower. Not hot, just warm. I let it flow slowly.
Water can wash more than your body. It washes your thoughts, your tired feelings, your tiny fears.
After showering, I wore my favorite t shirt. It's old, soft, has tiny holes, and it holds memories.
I have one too. It's not stylish, but it feels like comfort, like I'm wearing a past version of me.
I made one last cup of tea. This time, chamomile. A soft tea, perfect for calming the body.
Let's pause. Chamomile can be said two ways: chamomile or chamomile. Both are okay.
Say it with me. Chamomile. One more time. Chamomile. Nice. It's the tea that whispers to your soul.
That's poetic, Maya, and very true. Chamomile doesn't wake you. It says, rest now, just rest.
So I curled up on the couch under my blanket and slowly sipped my tea in silence.
That moment. No noise, no messages, no goals, just tea and peace. That's English too, you know.
After a few minutes, my eyes closed. I didn't even know I was falling asleep. I just drifted off.
Drifted off. Such a gentle phrase. It means to fall asleep slowly, like a boat floating away.
Let's say it together. Drifted off. Again, drifted off. Can you feel how soft that sounds?
It's like English is rocking you to sleep, not teaching, just staying beside you like a friend.
When I woke up, maybe 30 minutes later, I felt lighter, like my day had pressed a reset button.
I love that image. A reset button. Life gave you a fresh page, no drama, just peace.
That small nap, Max, it wasn't planned, but it gave me something I didn't know I needed.
Sometimes the best things are unplanned, like a kind word or a deep breath that surprises you.
I didn't dream. I didn't move. I just woke up and felt quiet inside, like a calm lake.
That's a lovely feeling when your body and your mind both say, "We're okay now, just rest."
I looked at the ceiling. I didn't pick up my phone. I didn't think. I just stayed.
That just stayed part is important. Most people think we always need to be doing something.
But sometimes, doing nothing is also doing something. It gives space to breathe, to feel again.
Absolutely. In fact, that's when language can grow quietly inside you, well, when you're not forcing it.
So, I stayed there, on the couch, my blanket around me, tea finished, just being with the moment.
That's when English becomes real, Maya. Not through memorizing words, but through living them gently.
I want our listeners to hear this. You don't have to rush learning English. You can go slow.
Yes, and your progress matters, even when it feels small. Even one new word is movement.
That day, my Saturday, it wasn't exciting, but it was real. And in that reality, there was English.
Let's try something. Say this with us slowly. Today doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be mine.
Again, today doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be mine.
Good. Do you feel it? That sentence can be part of your English and part of your life, too.
I really believe small, soft English stories help more than hard, fast lessons. They stay longer in the heart.
And this podcast, Maya, this space we've created, it's for that kind of learning, for the heart.
For the quiet learners, for the tired ones, for the brave people who are still trying, even in silence.
So, to you listening now, yes, you, thank you. You are doing more than you think.
You showed up, you listened. And even if you didn't understand everything, your heart stayed open.
That's what matters most. Fluency comes, but first comes feeling, connection, peace with yourself.
Can I ask a small question? Have you ever had a slow, quiet day like this before?
Or maybe, are you having one right now? If yes, let this be part of your peace.
Because even in a hurting tooth, a walk, a cup of tea, there is learning, there is life.
And as long as you're still curious, still breathing, still listening, your English will keep blooming.
Blooming, that's a soft word, like a flower opening slowly. Say it with me, blooming.
One more time, blooming. It means growing gently, step by step, like you're doing right now.
So don't stop, don't rush, just stay with us. In this soft English, in this safe place.
We're not finished yet. Let's keep walking through the last part of your story, Maya. I'm listening.
So, Max, after that gentle nap, I stayed on the couch for a while. I didn't want to move.
That's okay. When your heart feels quiet, it's good to stay there, to honor that feeling.
I thought about nothing. Really. No plans, no goals, just the sound of the clock in my room.
Isn't that amazing? We wait for peace all week, and sometimes it comes when we stop searching.
I looked outside. The sky was soft blue, a few clouds drifting. No noise, just a weekend breathing.
You're painting a picture with your words, and our listeners can feel that softness too.
I whispered to myself, this is enough. And sometimes saying that out loud feels like a deep hug.
Let's share that with everyone. Say it now. This is enough. Again, this is enough.
Beautiful. That's not just English, that's kindness. To your heart, to your progress, to your day.
And it's brave too, because most people don't believe that slow days can bring deep growth.
But they do. That day, I didn't study. I didn't open a textbook. Yet I learned so much.
You practiced real English, emotional words, daily life phrases, listening, speaking slowly.
And most importantly, I felt connected to myself. And now, through this podcast, to others too.
That's the magic of sharing. You take your little story, and suddenly someone across the world feels seen.
Maybe someone listening is feeling tired, or healing, or doubting their English. I want to say it's okay.
More than okay. It's human. And the fact that they are still here, still listening, that's powerful.
So here's a simple truth: you don't need a perfect accent, you just need a present heart.
Can we say that again together? Slowly. I don't need a perfect accent. I just need a present heart.
I love that. I think I'll write it on a little paper and stick it on my mirror.
Great idea. Words are seeds. You see them often, and one day they grow strong inside you.
And this story about tea, pain, peace, and soft moments, it's not just mine now. It's yours too.
So carry it with you when you're tired, when your English feels slow, when the world feels loud.
Come back here, to this space, to this podcast. We'll be here, quiet, slow, steady, just like today.
We're not here to rush you. We're here to sit beside you, word by word, step by step.
And you know what? If you made it this far, you are already learning. You are already growing.
Be proud of that, because not everyone chooses to learn slowly with care, but you did.
So before we move to our final goodbye, just close your eyes for a second if you can.
Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Let your heart say, I'm still here. I'm still learning.
That's what this podcast is: a small breath of peace, a gentle hug for your learning soul. So, friends, thank you for staying with us, for walking through this slow Saturday with me and Max.
It may have been a quiet story, but inside that quiet were words, emotions, and moments that teach us deeply.
If today's story made you feel seen or calm or even just less alone, that means everything to me.
And to me too, because learning English isn't always about speed or pressure. Sometimes it's about peace.
I want to ask you something. Have you ever had a day like mine? A soft, quiet day that stayed in your heart?
Share it with us in the comments, even just one line. We'd love to hear how your day felt.
And if this episode helped you today, imagine what 30 more days like this could do for your English.
So, if you haven't yet, subscribe and hit the bell icon too so you never miss our gentle weekend talks.
Aaron and Evan will be back on Monday with their usual energy. But this space, this slow space, is ours.
And we're honored to share it with you truly. Wherever you are, however you're learning, we see you.
So take care of yourself. Drink something warm, speak slowly, and remember, you're doing better than you think.
Until next time, keep listening, keep feeling, and keep learning in the gentlest way possible.
Bye for now, my friend. And thank you for letting me share a piece of my day with you.
We'll meet again soon. But until then, let your heart rest your English bloom and your soul feel proud.